What's going on, everybody? um, Making this video. It's gonna be about my first year with my appliance company. Um, it's called Abominable. Um, I went. Like I said, I'm going on my first year. It took me a while to decide to actually make this change. I had many different types of jobs. They all sucked. I wasn't happy. I had to make a decision in my life to basically go on my own. I've always wanted to make this decision. The only thing was, it's kind of hard when you when you become so dependent on a consistent check. That weekly check or that bi-weekly check, that you get every day. I mean, every time from work. You depend on it. You got to pay bills. You got to pay food. Bills don't wait on us. You know what I mean? We gotta keep paying those bills. Those bills will keep stacking up on us. So I went ahead and bit the bullet and finally just decided, what, go ahead and do things on my own. It wasn't easy. You have to come up with the money. A lot of these places will not hire. If you're trying to go legit, you have to do everything legit. That means insurances and licenses, registrations. Sometimes certain places will require you to add endorsements on your insurances. So that means your insurance is going to be bumping up now, a lot of different things that change as far as with insurances. Prices go up and down. You're consistently gonna want to be on the market for a better price. But without insurance, forget about it. You're not going to be able to get a legitimate thing. You're not going to be able to get into any apartment complexes. You're not going to be able to get warranties, stuff like that. Even some customers may ask you, if they want to see your credentials and your insurances and stuff like that. It just depends on what the case may be. Maybe you may never encounter that, but if you do, you need to have those things on hand because they're requirements. So to open up an appliance repair company, you don't need much money. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I think I ended up doing everything with about anywhere between like $2,000 and $3,000. I think, as far as getting like all my insurances and shirts, tools, different things that you need. I believe every appliance company will be different. The definite will be different, because every appliance company will cater to different things. I specifically only cater to washers, dryers, and stoves. I just don't care to do dishwashers and refrigerators. That's the honest truth. It's not that I don't know how. I can repair mine here at home, but I don't care for them. It irritates me. It honestly irritates me. So I just stick to those. If you're gonna do something, if that's what you want to do, you don't have to do every single appliance. You don't. It's your company. You can do whatever you want. But that's what I do. I prefer to do those things because those are the three things that I kind of have comfort. They're the easiest. They're the easiest also as well. But with refrigerators and dishwashers, there's been too many things that happened already, and I just rather not deal with it anymore. And every experience will be differently. I can give you some examples, but every experience will be different. You may end up hating stoves or washers and dryers. You may be doing the opposite, or you may be doing everything. The thing is, you gotta take the leap, and do it. If you keep just sitting there and telling yourself, I want to do this, or I'm unhappy, or I want to own a business, I want to own my own business, but you just keep saying it and saying it and saying it, that saying eventually has to become an action, because no one else is gonna do it for you. If you're that unhappy, you're gonna have to get up and go make some moves on your own. It's not easy, but once you get the ball rolling, and that's what it takes. Get the ball rolling. Roll it uphill a little bit. Once you get uphill, it's gonna come down. But remember, there's always ups and downs in this game, in every game. Every company has ups and downs. It's never gonna be easy. There's never. If it was easy, we'd all be looking for that job. My first year has gone. Not. I can't complain. My first year has not been bad. I thought it'd be a lot harder, but thank goodness there's a big demand here in my area for appliance repair companies. In this area where I'm at, Texas, they're I don't know why, but some of the warranty companies over here are lacking technicians, or service providers, for people to be able to service their appliances. So I get lots of calls. I'm blessed that I'm in an area where the demand for service techs is very, very high. But yeah, and I live on the border of New Mexico and Texas, so I service both sides. Now, that being said, I have two different types of insurances, two different type of registrations. It's I'm blessed that I have jobs on both sides, but then I'm also kind of cursed because now I have to have two different types of payments and stuff like that. So, but it works out. It works out because it all balances out because they're giving me enough business, to be able to pay for everything else, all the extra additions that I have to do, like endorsements and stuff like that, or special tools. Yeah, you'll need stuff. You'll need a vehicle. You don't necessarily have to go out and buy a brand new, work truck or a van or anything like that. I use my Honda Odyssey, but with the work that I do, I don't have to carry anything big, other than my tools. If there's ever let me get this thing straight. I use my van when I do warranties. That's when I use my van. I use my van when I do warranty calls, because most likely when you do a warranty call, you're not taking anybody's appliance home. You got to fix the appliance there at their home or at their business, whatever the case may be. So that's why I use my van, because I know I'm not going to be taking anything home, and everything that I take, it's all right there in the back of my van, so I don't need anything else. Parts, it all fits right there. But I do have a pickup truck. When I do my personal things, when someone just randomly calls me, hey, I can come fix my dryer. And if I have to take it to the shop, I take my pickup truck. So it's a good idea to have a pickup truck. It's a good idea if you can and are able to invest in a pickup truck with the lift gate already on it. That'll help you a lot, because most likely you're not going to have two people with you at all times when you're loading and unloading an appliance from your vehicle. So having a lift gate makes a big difference. Yeah, just gotta push on, man. Do what is gonna make you happy, because if you're in a dead end job and it's a dead end job and you're not getting anywhere, or you're working your butt off and no one's even acknowledging it, and you feel like no one You feel it's bad when you are treated that way. You know what I mean? When you're a good worker and no one acknowledges it, and it sucks. You know what I mean? You could ignore it for so long, but it starts bothering. You know, that and all the other bullshit that comes along with the working for somebody. Um, but yeah, I mean, if anybody has any questions out there, um, hit me up. Leave me a message. I can try to answer as many things as possible. I'm only been in this for a year, um, so I don't know everything. I'm also still a rookie in the game. I got a lot of mentors that I have met, and some of these people are like 30 years in the appliance game, so they can tell you anything, so I respect those guys, and I have a lot to learn from them. A lot of these older cats, they have a lot of knowledge of these old appliances that these people like, the old style, washers. People in my area, they love them. They love them out here. They love them, and that's what they ask for. It's like there's a big demand for them. The only thing is when they break, some of those parts are either no longer available or they become what's called a special order, and now they cost a little bit more. Sometimes they cost more than what the machine is actually worth, so you end up having to scrap it. Some people love those machines so much they are willing to spend that much money to keep it going because they wash that good. They have these little itty bitty tiny tubs. I know a lot of wives don't like them, but they are the best washers. They are the best washing machines that they used to make, and they don't make them like that no more. Now, I believe the life expectancy of a washer and dryer, for example, I believe it's like 5 to 7 years, before you actually start having problems. So, and everything is plastic. Everything's plastic now. Everything's made cheap, so it could be sold a lot faster, break a lot faster, so you could come back and buy another one a lot faster. That's really it. That's really what the game is about. But anyway, that's what keeps us busy. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, any pointers for me, come give them to me. Let me know. Put them on the comments, because I need to learn too. We all need to learn. But mainly my main point is, in order for you to get to this stage, where I'm at, is you got to make a move. If you're just sitting there consistently just thinking, I want to do something, I want to do it on my own, I want to do this, you have to do it. You have to do it. I know it's hard to say just do it and stuff like that, just get up and do it, and it is hard because I was one of those people. Like I said, there came a point there, and my wife won't let me lie, because she was tired of it. There was, I believe, maybe like a period of 6 months where I went through like 8 jobs because I was just that unhappy. I was unhappy. I didn't want, I knew what I wanted to do, as far as like I want to do my own thing. I just didn't know what I wanted to do. At first, I was in the thoughts of like opening up a towing company, and then I started crunching the numbers and seeing that, to open up a towing company, it takes way more than $3,000. Way more. The truck itself, insurances, stuff with DOT, and yeah, it's a big thing. So then that idea got scrapped, and then I went on to possibly going back to DJing again. I used to DJ when I was younger. But then I was like, man, I don't even like the music that people play now, so I don't even want to DJ anymore. So this is where I'm at. I mean, you gotta get to a point where it's like, you know what? I'm just gonna do this, and what else can happen? You know, what's the worst that can happen? The worst that can happen is that you fail, and then you just go back to another job, I guess. You know, but just don't make it fail. Don't make it fail. Once you see that it's something that you want to do, then keep doing it. Keep full throttle on it. You know, and you'll make money. You know, you're not gonna get rich. You don't want to get that out of your mind right away. You're not gonna get rich. This is not a. You can get rich. You know what I mean? You can save money and everything and stuff like that. But you're not gonna get rich. This is a job. This is a job, and you're gonna make good money. You're not gonna make money like you're making at Pizza Hut or McDonald's, and stuff like that. You're gonna make good money. You know what I mean? But it's up to you to make the good money. You gotta work it. You gotta work. I don't want to say you gotta work the system, but you gotta work your work orders. You know what I mean? You gotta balance out your schedule. You're everything. Everything's on you now. You're your secretary. You're your HR. You are your manager, your supervisor, your employee. You are everything, all of it. You are all, until you start getting employees and stuff like that, but just keep it going. I hope this helps people out there, and I hope it encourages people out there to move forward and build your dream. Do it. Do it. Don't let nothing stop you. Don't let yourself stop you. That's the big one. Don't let yourself stop you, man. Because that was one big thing for me. I kept letting myself stop me. Don't let yourself stop you. Ignore yourself. Kind of give yourself that push to be like, hey, you know what? I'm doing this regardless of what I say. All right, man. So that's what I got for you guys. But like I said, you guys got comments, suggestions, concerns, anything about my wife's background here to get rid of it, hit me up, man. Later.